Welcome to Louisiana.
Thank you. Is this where I get the Toll House cookies?
Yeah.
$9. I'm not trying to buy the road, I just want to use it. You look like you were in pain to say $9.
They are. I mean, I just feel...
It's crazy, isn't it?
The toll road is terrible. So many people complain about it. Well, I mean, I guess you got a right to complain, but...
Can I get a receipt, or does that cost? Does a receipt cost any extra?
Like I guess.
Yeah, I hear you.
Change.
Thank you, sir. Hey, how?
Hope you did well if you're...
I'm heading there right now. I think I better win just to pay my tolls.
Good fishing here.
Thank you, sir. I am in Texas, great state of Texas, for tour stop number 2 on Lake Travis. Official practice starts tomorrow, so I'm over here in Belton. I'm going to go over to Belton Lake, which looks like it sets up kind of similar to Lake Travis, and just go and see if I can get a feel for what the fish are doing, what they're chewing, water temps, and look at just kind of how it sets up. It's going to be completely foreign to me, first time fishing any of these deep water lakes in Texas, and see how it goes. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to get out on Travis tomorrow, but if I can figure out anything today, it's going to help, so that's what I'm doing. I'm out here fishing, and I'm watching this dude over here at the bank, and he's working his butt off to try to catch some fish. He's going back and forth. Man, it wasn't too long ago I didn't have a boat, and I was that dude. So I thought it might be cool to see if he wants to come out on the boat and fish for a day. I can't tell you how many times I was on the bank, beating the bank and sticking it, and thinking, man, look at all these guys with boats and empty seats. You know, it's like when you're hitchhiking and everybody's just driving by you. So if this dude's a bass fisherman, let's see if he wants to come out and fish for a little while. What's up, Hoss?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Good, you bass fishing?
Yeah, man. Kind of out here.
Oh, you got the old GoPro going?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I got the same thing. You catch anything?
Nah, man, just been out here about 10 minutes.
You want to come out in the boat?
Oh, man, I'd love to, man.
Let's go. Grab your stuff.
Okay. Yeah, hey, man, I appreciate it, man.
No problem, bud.
Cool.
What's your name?
Jesse, man.
Jesse?
What's going on?
I'm
yeah,
Joe.
We
Nice
got a
to meet you,
YouTube
Jesse.
channel, man. Team J Fish.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, good
Hop
deal.
on in.
Yeah,
Probably
we're
step right there and just jump over. And there's all sorts of room in the back. You can put your rods on the side.
You ever fish the tight line tournaments?
No, I'm not from around here.
Yeah.
There's Jesse putting them in the boat. We got a double. We got a double.
You gotta double up.
Double up.
Good head of your business, man.
Here, I'll hold it. Oh, we got a jumper. What'd I get, a whitey? A largie. Holland.
Smalley. Smalley. 3 species.
What's up, bud?
Hey Bob, I'm bringing a bunch of stuff for him, and he had these brass grappling weights, and the PSA sees this, so they have to come over and inspect. And the first guy looks at him and he's like, and he was today. Yeah. And then the second guy pulls in and he says, you better check those out. They could be bullets in disguise. I'm like, they're not bullets. Look at all the plastic worms I got. They're all gambler worms, gambler fishing weights. So the second guy finally let me go, but I didn't know if they were going to confiscate them or what. But there's Joe's brass rattling weights all the way from Florida.
Thanks, Mike. Lake Travis practice starting right now. Got a couple hours before sunlight. First boat in. Gonna see if there's anything I can do ahead of time on the scan. We'll put the old Lowrances to work for a couple hours before the sun comes up and go from there. Alright guys, it's about halfway through the first day of practice. I had some bites deep. I got thunked on a jig, felt like a good fish, just nothing there when I set in about 25 to 30. Picked up a couple just keepers out in about 15 to 25 and caught a bunch of shorts. Saw some beds shallow with nothing on them further up lake, and I just got back in this pocket here and I found a fish on a bed. Caught it. Weighed 3 pounds 2 ounces. It was a little bit bigger than I was estimating. I was thinking it was like 2.5. Wasn't really fanned out, wasn't really fat. It was kind of a weird deal. It took a little while to catch it, maybe a half hour. But while we still have a little bit of light, you know, the next 2 days I think are supposed to rain. It was supposed to be sunny this afternoon, but I'm gonna go looking in the back of these coves for beds. I saw 2 other fish in the isolated outside brush too that were kind of suspended in the brush that looked like bass, but I'm not really sure what they were. I got one to bite and lost it in the brush, and then the other one just kind of took off. So I don't know if they're carp or bass. There's a ton of carp in the back of these coves too. So while I still have a little bit of sunlight, I'm gonna go looking in the back of these coves. It's gonna rain the next 2 days is what they're saying, or be overcast and real cold, so I don't think much is going to happen for the spawn then. But the day off supposed to get like 75 and sunny, and the first day of the tournament's supposed to be 75 and sunny. So I don't want to repeat what happened at Hartwell. I kind of got caught with my pants down, really didn't figure out what was going on with the spawn. Then the off day they just rushed the banks and got on those beds, and a bunch of guys were ready for it. I was not. So kind of learning from your mistakes and putting your failures to good use and learning from them. So I'm going to see if I can put something together and find a bunch of bedding fish, and hopefully they'll be there for the tournament. And that's kind of what I'm changing gears for in practice right now. Alright, well I think I found something offshore here. I kind of like it a lot. We just got about 4 keepers I think, and maybe one short, one Guadalupe. But there's some more here. I'm leaving them biting. But what it is it's a gigantic swing in the main river, and there's a hump out here, and there's a road that goes across. And one thing that I did find was some gravel way off the road, and the first keeper I caught was on that. And then I went over near the road and caught 2 or 3 other ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back on my scanner. I got my Navionics app going on the iPad, and I got both units going to see what's going on here, see if I can find some more gravel deposits, or see if that road does anything funny, like makes a turn in it, or has a culvert or something like that. So that's what I'm looking for. So I'll show you what we're doing. Should start seeing some gravel on the left. There you go. There it is. You got some rocks and gravel mixed in on a sandy bottom. That makes a huge difference if you could locate some of that. That'll hold the fish. There's the road right there. It's kind of coming in this way. throw a They weren't giants, but it was a bunch of keepers. I don't know how this lake's gonna fish. From 2 or 3 guys I talked to, they're saying 18 pounds is probably gonna cash the check. So I think that's what these fish are. You know, for getting into a check range, and then you pop 1 or 2 good ones, and all of a sudden you're fishing day 3, maybe day 4. Monday, day 2 of practice. I'm out here scanning. I'm looking for roads. I'm looking for ditches, looking for humps, looking for edges. Basically looking for spots where fish are gonna be, or where they are. Practice day 2, starting to kind of wind down. Found a little bit. Got that deep bite going a little bit. Man, it's hard to get a good one. I've caught a couple in the 2.5 pound range, which I guess is good right now here. But you got to go through some little guys to get them, so it's really hard to pattern. I haven't figured it out yet. Did find like a 4 pounder on a bed, so that got me pretty excited, and I took 2 or 3 hours and just went bed hunting. Found 5 or 6 other beds, just found 1 little buck on one. That was it. The rest were empty. So I marked all the areas where they're bedding at least, and if it gets hot on the day off and the first day of the tournament, something might happen either day 1 or day 2, I'll at least have some bedding areas to go check. But kind of an in and out game right now. I'm trying to figure out which is better still. Day 3 of practice, Lake Travis. It's cold, it's raining, it's gonna blow about 20 today. Man, I'm like still torn inside or out. The one thing I haven't done, which I love to do most places, is flip. So I'm gonna go in and check some bushes. I'm gonna flip some bushes, shallow, and I doubt I'll see any beds today, but I'll check for them anyway. And still do that inside-outside game. I'm getting more of my bites, my keepers outside, you know, 25 to 35 foot of water. But man, I don't even think it's the pound and a half average, which isn't going to cut it here. So I got to find something big. So I'm going to go flip some bushes, see if I can make it happen there, shallow. That's the plan. I just caught a 2 pounder, which is a pretty good fish right now. And I had about 6 bites so far. Mostly little guys, but 2 pounders are good right now, so I'd take 5 of those a day. The water is real high here on Travis, and there's a lot of bushes in the water. I mean, there's trees in the water no matter what depth the water is, but a lot of the bushes that are normally not in the water are in the water. One thing I know about bass is they love to find new areas to hunt and hide out. So if you've got a bunch of bushes to hide in, they're probably going to get in there. I'm catching fish out deep, but man, they're like pound and a half, just barely keepers, measuring everything. You know, I had the 1 2 pounder yesterday, but I have not hit a big fish out deep yet, which I'm sure it's just I haven't hit the right spot or the right depth or leaned on it enough. You know, I got areas that I went through and caught a keeper or 2, and then I left. So the objective today is to find out if they're in the bushes, how far in the bushes they are, what they're gonna eat, how big they are, how many bites I can get. There's a good one. Couple pounder. That one's built right. Oh, let's see if we could add to that. That would be sweet to get a bunch of those. Hey, another good one. All right, no more setting the hook. That's another 2.5. Sweet, we got something going, boys. It's halfway through the last day of practice, and I just said screw it and took a long ride. I might be in New Mexico now, I don't know, and just started flipping. I'm in this flooded timber. That was a 2.9, and another one probably the same 2.9. So that'd be pretty good right now to get some of those, because you know darn well it's a big one mixed in with it. So. Well, third day of practice heroics for you right there, boys. Might have figured something out. I don't know how many of these there are in this lake, but I just found one of them. So we're going in the right direction with this practice on the last day. Just hope there's enough time in the day to find some more stuff like this.
Joe Holland is our next speaker. He's from Maine, and he does a great job as well. He's always got a camera going. He likes to make videos. He's got a lot of great videos on YouTube. So, Joe, you can have that, man.
As far as passion goes, I don't care if you guys want to be a tuba player for the National Tuba Association. If there is such a thing. Whatever you want to do in life, if you find something that you really like and love, go at it as hard as you can, put everything you have into it, and just try your best at everything you do. That's all I have to say. Any questions on this side? Go ahead. How big of a fish? Now, are we talking freshwater, saltwater, anywhere? Well, let's talk bass, for example. For me, my biggest bass I ever caught, which is what we do for a living, was 10 pounds, 3 ounces. So it was like this big. Yeah, it was like, I tell people it was this big. So that was my biggest bass. I caught it in Lake Okeechobee, and it was amazing. I had a lot of fun doing it. Go ahead.
Yeah, my biggest bass is 10-1, but my biggest fish is the Mako shark that I caught on my honeymoon. It was like 280 pounds. So that
What did you say yours was? 10-3?
Yeah,
Yeah, mine
10-3.
was 10-4.
Yeah,
Mine was 10-4.
that's a fisherman for you. They're always lying.
I think all of us, we all like catching the big bass, and I've caught a lot of big bass fish all around the world, and caught a lot of huge bass. But what we really are looking for in this tournament is the total weight of 5 fish. We're allowed to bring in 5 fish a day, and so what we're concerned about is the total weight of those 5.
She said.
You gonna check out the boats?
Yeah.
Nice. I got the red one with the white stripe if you want to see that. Hey, come by, I'll get you a bait.
I
A couple
caught
baits.
more than 10 craft with the fishing pole and fishing net.
Wait, what was that?
I caught more than 10 crabs with a fishing pole.
Crabs or crappie?
My grandpa was a professional fisher.
What's his name?
He lives in Russia though.
Oh, cool. Nice.
My dad caught it like a red fish like this big.
A redfish? No way.
I don't know what fish it was.
You have? I got one.
I have a gaming channel.
Who wants to see these cool things on the map?
My grandpa.
I need somebody to go.
Ellie gets to touch it all the time. Keep it. Whoa! So cool! Oh my god, they get to get in the boat.
Those are shallow water anchors. Just hold the boat in one spot. Yeah, if you guys want to come in, come on in.
You've never been in a boat. I'm in a boat.
He's going to take a picture over there.
Hey girl, show me this way.
Alright, does everybody want to get out? No! Is there a pond around here? You want to go in the lake?
Yeah!
I don't think I have enough life jackets. I'm close. I'm close. I just need a couple more. You guys want to skip class and go fishing? Which one's your teacher? I'll ask. Can we go fishing? Which one? Coach Fielding, can we go fishing instead of going to class?
Yeah! I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's really not pressure. And here's my mom. She's right here.
Hello. Hi. Good. I'm Joe.
Nice to meet you, Joe.
You
I'm
too.
Susan.
Susan. Let me get the hooks out of my hand.
Good idea.
Your son's a great kid.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
We're talking fishing over here.
You have absolutely made his life. You
Oh.
have no idea.
He's gonna be here someday. I told him if he wants to be.
He will be. Oh, your boat's beautiful.
I told him it's all about just sticking to it and having that passion for it and doing as much as you can now as far as fishing. You know, he says he fishes a lot.
I bring him out every chance I get.
That's awesome.
I'm not a fisherwoman myself, but I know he has a passion for it, and my parents are nice enough to let us use their lake house anytime.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he has a place to do it. Boy, this is his dream boat right here.
It's my dream boat too.
God.
We're here with Brian Latimer. He's going to give us some pre-tournament thoughts.
Cole. That's my pre-tournament thoughts. The thoughts. It's Cole.
Seventeen. That's me. What time we do back?
I like it.
Thank you, my friend.
There you go.
Hey, 3 o'clock. Thank you.
Only when you can.
Okay. Did you go learn something?
An OBJ, man, it's turning into.
Why don't we go there? Looks like he's gonna send us. Jesus. We'll be careful. What's up, bud? What number, y'all?
21.
Wow, what's this thing? Big log? That's small. Can't resist dropping down if I do something. Not the droids we're looking for. Well, I sucked today. No better way to put it. Just did not get it done. I had good practice, I thought. Had a pretty good game plan going. Just sucked. Caught a lot of 13 and 7/8, 13 and 15 16ths. Got to be 14 inches. Didn't catch them. I freaking zeroed. So I'm pretty pissed off at myself, to be honest with you. Just, you hate sucking at something that you love. It's something that you know you're good at and you can do. You know, sometimes you're going to strike out, but man, this is like freaking gut-wrenching, man. It's freaking gut-wrenching. But nice part is I got tomorrow to salvage the tournament, go catch them up big. You know, it's tough out there on everybody, so catch them big, I might be able to make a move. That's the good part. Right now I got to go do some sponsor stuff, which, you know, it's hard to do when you suck that badly, but you know, something my parents taught me long ago is you take the good with the bad. You know, you go down there and you act just like you would if you caught 30 pounds, you know, and you treat everybody the same way, and you give your best effort no matter what, whether you're on top of the mountain or whether you fell off the mountain and freaking hit every ugly rock on the way down. So I'm gonna go do that, get that done, and do the best I can at that, and kind of regroup and get them tomorrow. That's the plan.
Huh?
I think he's small. I'll need a moving bait though.
Shoot, dude.
No, I don't. What do you think? Does he keep? Oh, we're going to weigh-in, baby. Feels like a keeper.
Sorry, dude.
That's all right.
Cut this out right here.
He just hit it weird, so I don't think he's gonna keep, but take me a second to measure. Oh, how about 13 3/4? Here's one. Ah, that would have been close. It's gonna be close. Good catch. The keeper. Oh, he goes anyway. Got one. Little guy. Ah, he might keep. Yeah, he'll keep, I think.
Lift him straight up.
Where the hell are you? What do you think? Does he keep?
Short.
I got 3. Yes, that'll keep. So to recap the Travis event, man, another tough tournament, 2 in a row. Momentum is so important in fishing, and you know, you hear about it when guys are winning or finishing in the top 10 or having really good tournaments. I've rode that wave before, but you don't hear about it a lot at the bottom, you know. So it was a tough trip for me, you know. I didn't really reset anywhere. Just got on the road, hit Guntersville, Travis, back here, and trying to kind of run it through my head, what I did right, what I did wrong, you know. And when momentum's not going your way, you second guess a lot of decisions, you know. You a lot of times you're not making the right decision. So I think that's what happened to me there. You know, you didn't see it as much in the video on day one. I did a lot of the flipping. I stopped and fished my bed fish first. I had that 3.5 and a 4.5 on the beds, and it was real cold, it was foggy, it was dark, and the first one I rolled up to that had a 3.5 on it, about a 5-pounder slid off the bed, and I stuck around there for a little too long. You know, 5-pounder is huge in that tournament, and it just never came back. So I wasted some time there. Then going to look at that Ford, see if the 4.5 pounder was there, cost me another, you know, half hour to an hour. So a couple hours into the tournament, before I got into where I wanted to flip, and I stopped and fished those deeper fish that were, you know, all limit fish in practice and a bunch of fish out there, and they all turned into little rats. So you can see me drop shot them, and then I just picked up the flipping stick and the spinnerbait and kind of went to town on the bushes and put a bunch of fish in the boat, but I just never got those bites that I needed, you know. And probably losing that 3 hours before, maybe 3.5, on a short day too. I had to weigh in at 3. Probably really cost me in that tournament. I should have just stuck to my gut, you know, taking that risk, making that run, do it right away, and just put your head down and give yourself more opportunities with the flipping stick to put together a big bag. You know, on day 2, I kind of scrambled and fished, and I fished up a limit. There was 60 limits caught out of 170 anglers, so that kind of shows you how the lake was fishing. You know, I'm not looking for a moral victory or anything like that. If you're out there looking for that, you're going to get your clock cleaned every tournament. So, you know, I was happy to catch a limit. If I did that both days, I would have finished like middle of the field, but you know, sometimes you got to take that risk. So that's kind of the recap for Travis. It wasn't a great tournament. I'm really looking forward to the Harris tournament, which is next. I appreciate all the support, you know, and appreciate the subscribes and the followers and stuff. Really means a lot to me, and it kind of drives me on. You know, I want to shoot these videos, make a better show each time, and you know, comments in the bottom always read. I really enjoy them. If there's something you want to know about, you have questions about on tour or what I'm doing out here, feel free, shoot them over, private message, leave them at the bottom of this video, wherever you want. Thank you.